What's going on, everybody? My name's Fliptriq. I just wanted to do a quick video. The Spike VGAs are tonight, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to just go through the ballot and cast my votes for the different nominees. I haven't really looked at this yet too much. I know the Game of the Year nominees, um, but I haven't really looked at much of the other ones, so just wanted to go through. Last year I did this on Twitter. I just tweeted all my votes. This year I wanted to do things a little bit differently and just make a quick video saying what I thought. So I'm going to go through this. I haven't played all of these games. I played most of what I wanted to play this year, but there's still quite a few games that I've missed out on. I'm sure some of them will show up here when we go through this list, but let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, the first category we have is Game of the Year. We got Assassin's Creed 3, Dishonored, Journey, Mass Effect 3, and The Walking Dead. By far, The Walking Dead is what I'd pick. Um, Assassin's Creed 3 was good, but I don't think it was a Game of the Year quality. I don't know. It just Assassin's Creed hasn't really ever changed much. It's always been more of the same. I don't know. I liked it. You know what I think Borderlands 2 should be on this list also. Mass Effect 3 is one of the games I didn't play this year. Um, about a year and a half ago, I played Mass Effect for the first time, just the very first one, and I couldn't get into it. So that kind of turned me off for the entire series. A lot of people have told me that I should just skip Mass Effect and jump into Mass Effect 2. I just never got around to doing that. I don't know. The way I see it, if I'm going to play the series, I'd want to play it from the beginning, and I don't really like the beginning of it, so it just got re-released on PS3, so I might go back and suffer through it for the trophies, but I don't know if I'm going to get to it. Dishonored is another weird one on this list. I don't really know why that one's there. That's strange. Journey was very good, but by far, The Walking Dead. Um, all right, so next category, Studio of the Year. 343, Arcane Studios, Gearbox, and Telltale Games. I don't know who Arcane Studios is. That's the only one on this list I don't know. I know Gearbox, I know Telltale, I know 343. Um, I don't know. Gearbox did really good with Borderlands, and Telltale, obviously, The Walking Dead. Um, what I need I need to look this up and see what Arcane Studios is, but until I realize what that is, I'd probably say Gearbox. I don't know. I feel like Borderlands 2 was pretty good. They did really well with that game, so definitely Gearbox for that. Best 360 game. See, now I think these should be the exclusives. I think Fable the Journey should be on this list. I think Forza Horizon should be on this list. I don't think multi-platform games really belong here. I don't know where else they'd go, probably just in their respective genre categories, but I don't know. Between the 360 and the PS3, it's pretty much the same. There's never any very big differences, so because of that, I'd say Halo 4, which actually was pretty good. I had a lot of fun with that one, so Halo 4. Best PS3 game. So we have Assassin's Creed 3, and wasn't Borderlands 2 on here too? Yeah, see, both of these are nominated for Best PS3 game and Best Xbox 360 game, and that's the exact same thing. So I don't really agree with that. So, and Dishonored's on here too. That's weird. Where's PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale? That needs to be on here. That should definitely be on this list. Um, so I guess Journey. What? Journey. I think the Unfinished One should be on this list also. Because I'd say that I like the Unfinished One a lot more than Journey. Although Journey was very good. And Journey also got nominated for a Grammy. I think that was pretty cool. But since I don't agree with these multi-platform PS3 game nominees, I'd go with Journey. Best Wii U game. New Super Mario Bros. U, The Last Story, Xenoblade Chronicles, and Zombie U. The only one on this list I don't know anything about is Xenoblade Chronicles. Played all the way through New Super Mario Bros. U. That walkthrough is actually in process of being uploaded right now. It was very good. I liked it a lot. A lot harder than I expected it to be, but I had fun with it. I still need to go back and get all the gold coins and everything, but that was good. Last story, I didn't play that one. I watched a lot of other people do Let's Plays on that, and that was pretty cool. I'm gonna go Zombie U. I think that added a lot to the, if you can call this a survival horror, I'd say it added a lot to that genre. Just all the interactive, the like extra immersion that it gave you with that gamepad, that was really cool. So this is also a game I need to go back and finish. I'm still working on the playthrough of that. So what I did post, people seem to like. So I'm gonna go Zombie U, just because it's new, it's unique, and I liked what they did with the genre. So definitely that one. All right, best PC game: Diablo 3, Guild Wars 2, Torchlight 2, or XCOM. I didn't play XCOM, but once again I checked it out a little bit. I don't think it was really game of the year quality. I don't know, it was cool, but I don't think it really falls in any of these categories. So really it's between these three right here. And of these three, it's between Diablo 3 and Torchlight 2. I really liked Diablo 3. The story, the first time you play through it, it was very, very good. The story just blew me away. It was very fun. I think that first week I actually put like 80 hours into it. It was bad. I didn't sleep I missed a lot of sleep for this game. Torchlight 2, I think, took a lot of Diablo 3's downfalls and fixed them in this game. A lot of things that I didn't like in Diablo 3 weren't there in Torchlight 2. But the things I did like about Diablo 3, I really liked the story. I really liked going through it that very first time, where everything was new and it wasn't just the same content over and over again. I liked the skill system that they used. I thought that was creative, how they let you swap things in and out however you wanted to really build your character how you wanted him to be. I think that was cool. So originally when I first saw this list I was going to go Torchlight 2, but I think off of what I just realized, we'll stick with Diablo 3. So Diablo 3 for best PC game. Next we have best shooter: Borderlands 2, Black Ops 2, Halo 4, or Max Payne 3. Well, 3 of the 4 are really good. I'm not gonna focus on the multiplayer. That was really the only part of Black Ops 2 that I kind of enjoyed. I didn't really like the story mode at all. I don't like jumping back and forth between the past and the present, or the past and the future, and all the past missions were pretty bland, kind of boring. Borderlands 2 had me hooked from beginning to end. I really liked that. Halo 4 was the same way. And Max Payne 3, I wouldn't say I was like hooked into it, but it was enjoyable the whole way. This one's kind of tough. I'm gonna have to go with Borderlands 2 for this one. Yeah, I think Borderlands 2 should have been nominated for Game of the Year. So we'll give it best shooter. Best action adventure game: Assassin's Creed 3, Darksiders 2, Dishonored, or Sleeping Dogs. I didn't think Dishonored was that great. I don't know why it's nominated so many times. Darksiders 2 I liked, but then I don't know if it was just too long and it just started to feel redundant or what it was. I really liked the beginning of it. I liked how much they improved off of the first one. Whereas Assassin's Creed just kind of like the same thing. You just have a couple new weapons, but I know there's more things to do. The naval ship missions were really fun. Sleeping Dogs, I don't really consider that an action adventure game. I don't know what that is. I don't know. The story in Sleeping Dogs was really good. The rest of it was kind of dull. I don't know, this one's kind of tough. I think it's between Assassin's Creed 3 and Darksiders 2, and I'll go with Darksiders 2 just because it's came a long way from the first one. They improved it quite a bit, so I'd go with Darksiders 2 for that. And best RPG: Diablo 3, Mass Effect 3, Torchlight 2, Xenoblade Chronicles. Well, I haven't played Mass Effect 3, so I can't really say that. Xenoblade Chronicles, I don't really know much about either. So I guess because of that, it's between Diablo 3 and Torchlight 2 again. And it's going to be Diablo 3. The best multiplayer game: Borderlands 2, Black Ops 2, Guild Wars 2, and Halo 4. Trying to think which of these games I had the most enjoyable multiplayer experience in. And I think Borderlands 2 is the winner in this one also. I don't know, because Black Ops is just Call of Duty. That's all it was. It was just another Call of Duty just like every year. Had some changes, but it was pretty much the same thing, just like it always is. So that's not really best multiplayer game for me. Halo 4 is really good. Didn't play too much of the multiplayer, but it was alright. Guild Wars 2 I actually never really got into. So yeah, Borderlands 2 for best multiplayer game. Alright, best individual sports game: Hot Shots Golf World Invitational, SSX, Tiger Woods, and WWE 13. I didn't play this. I've never really liked wrestling games. I don't know. This is probably the worst category for me because I don't really care about sports games at all. I played these two, the Hot Shots Golf and SSX. I don't really play many sports games, so I didn't really get into Tiger Woods. If I were to play a sports game, it probably would never be Tiger Woods. I really did like SSX a lot. I think that was really cool. I wish they would have had like true multiplayer in it. I didn't really like the fact that you were only racing your friend's ghosts. But everything else about the game was really cool. So the soundtrack was really good. The gameplay was really good. I liked getting all the trophies on the different what were they? Each mountain had like a death drop. I think that's what it was called, the death drops. And there's like one of them you had to go through without taking damage by getting hit by the trees. There's another one where you had to go through. You had to stay out of the shade, otherwise you'd freeze, and you couldn't use the wingsuit to fly over it. Like some of those were really hard. Like that wingsuit one, I remember took like 30 tries before I finally got it, and you had to have like a perfect run. But I had really fun doing it. So, best sports game, I'd say SSX. And here we go again. This is a worse category for me. I didn't know this was going to be one. You know, this to me, this is basically just soccer, football, basketball, or hockey. I feel like I'm not the proper judge for this, so I'm actually just going to skip this category. I didn't play any of these. I don't care about any of these. I've heard people talk about most of them, but that doesn't appeal to me at all. So we're just going to skip that. Best driving game: Dirt Showdown, F1 2012, Forza Horizon, or Need for Speed Most Wanted. I think for that, I'd probably say Forza. I liked all the changes they made from the previous Forzas. I didn't play this F1 game. I played Need for Speed a little bit, and I didn't really like it. I wanted to like it. I tried to get into it. I didn't like the multiplayer. I think that's what turned me off. I didn't like having everybody just in the same lobby, and then you had to go meet up, and then you had to wait, and then play like a 2-minute thing, and then wait again, and then go meet up somewhere. I didn't like any of that. That just drove me crazy. So Forza Horizon for best driving game. Best song in a game. This is it right there. Absolutely, Cities and Sound Shapes. I'm glad Sound Shapes actually got nominated in something, and I think that was the best level in that game. They just announced there's gonna be new albums in 2013 for Sound Shapes, and I'm hoping they're a lot like the Beck album was. Hopefully they're more of that. That was a really fun game. I really enjoyed that. So definitely best song in a game, Cities by Soundshape, or Cities by Beck. Best original score. Call of Duty, Halo 4, Journey, or Max Payne. I think the only game of these four, the only game where I really, I guess, even paid attention to the music was Journey. And Journey did just get its Grammy nominee, so I'd go with Journey for that one. Best graphics. Halo 4. Yeah, okay, definitely Halo 4. I was hoping that would be on that list. I remember that very first cutscene. The first, like, 30 to 45 seconds, I thought it was actually live action. And then they started showing Master Chief, and I realized it wasn't live action. I was just pretty blown away, because that was... You could tell they put a lot of work into that. They really pushed the 360 to its, like, maximum potential. So yeah, definitely Halo 4. I wasn't really impressed with the graphics in Assassin's Creed 3. Journey's kind of cartoony, so I don't really think that could be... I don't even know why that's considered for best graphics. That's kind of strange. And Dishonored didn't really... That's who Arcane Studios is. Okay. So yeah, even if I would have realized that earlier, I still wouldn't have given him Studio of the Year. But yeah. Anyway, best graphics, Halo 4. Best indie game. Show me the Unfinished Swan. Please be on here. It's not. I heard good things about Dust, but I never got around to playing it. It was one of the games that I wanted to play, but I missed up. I just never found time to do it. Fez was good, but I don't like the fact that it had so many bugs and they refused to fix them. So that alone already takes away the fact that takes it out of the running for me. Journey was really good, and Mark the Ninja was fun for a little bit. It was pretty cool. I liked it. I've heard a lot of other people liked it too. But Journey had that, just like that feeling of adventure, and you didn't really know what was going on. You kind of just explored and learned everything about your environment as you went. I think Journey wins this one for best independent game. And best fighting game. Another category another genre of games I don't really get into. DOA 5, Persona 4, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, Tekken Tag Tournament. I really like the idea behind Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I think it was really cool. They took Street Fighter and took elements of that game and mixed them with elements of Tekken and kind of put them together and added a little bit more to it and made players of both genres, both series, comfortable in the same game. I thought that was pretty creative how they did that. So I'd probably say that would be the best fighting game, even though PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale should be on this list. Best handheld game. Gravity Rush was very good. Little Big Planet was alright. New Super Mario Bros. 2. Why is... Oh, I guess they're focusing on sound shapes for the Vita. I don't know, though. I can't decide. Now it's between sound shapes and Gravity Rush. That's strange. 3 of the 4 are PlayStation exclusives on this. That's interesting. I know I really like sound shapes, and I really liked Gravity Rush. This one's hard. I can't decide. I didn't really play sound shapes on my Vita. Not that that would take anything away from the game. I don't know why that would matter at all, so that doesn't make this any easier. In the sense of best handheld, I think sound shapes would be better just because it was shorter. It was easier to jump in and out of. But I think Gravity Rush it was more compelling. It made you want to get through it. Made you want to figure out what was going on with Kat and get her out of the city. Figure out all the mystery behind what was going on. The only problems I had with Gravity Rush was I didn't really like some of the things they made you do. Like the challenges were really tough. And it seemed like when you were trying to get where you wanted to go, sometimes it was very frustrating to control. I really like the game and I really like the story, but the controls were kind of off-putting. Wow, I never thought that the hardest decision would be between Gravity Rush and sound shapes. I'm gonna say sound shapes. Yeah. Yeah, I think I feel comfortable with that. I think sound shapes was better than Gravity Rush. I think I did have more fun with sound shapes now that I think about it. So we'll say sound shapes are best handheld / mobile game / PS3 exclusive. That's what that should say. Best performance by a human female. Emma Stone in Sleeping Dogs, Jen Taylor in Halo 4, Jennifer Hale in Mass Effect 3, or Melissa Definitely Clementine. That last scene, I'm not going to spoil anything, but the last scene in that game was just wonderful, wonderful acting. So definitely Clementine. Cortana was pretty good too, though. I didn't play Mass Effect 3 like I said earlier, so I don't really know. I've heard Jennifer Hale is actually a really good voice actress. And Emma Stone she was Emma Stone, basically. She didn't really do anything. I don't know. She wasn't amazing, but she wasn't bad. She was just Emma Stone. I don't know. I think Clementine, yeah, absolutely. So best performance by a human male. Damon Clark as Handsome Jack. That was pretty good. I liked his voice acting a lot. Dave Fennoy as Lee Everett. It's probably, unless there's this fourth category, something crazy, it's probably going to go to him. Max Payne 3 had a pretty good voice actor too. And Nolan North is Oh, that is a tough one. Spec Ops: The Line is... I know Nolan North is in everything. And whenever you hear his voice, you think... You just see Nolan North. You don't really... It kind of takes you out of the game a lot of times. You hear Nolan North's voice. But in Spec Ops, it seemed to work a lot more than it did even in Uncharted. It seems like whenever you hear Nolan North, you see Drake from Uncharted. Except in Spec Ops. I don't know what it was, but he did really good in that. But did he do better than Lee Everett? I don't know, I'm thinking back to that last scene in Walking Dead. I'm gonna say Nolan North. Not that Lee Everett was bad, but I don't know. I think I'm comparing it to Clementine's voice actress, and he just wasn't there the same way that she was. If that makes any sense. Like, she was really, really like pouring her heart out, making sure her character sounded perfect. You could tell she was trying hard. I don't know, but it kind of went with his character in the game, so it kind of works. I think I'll go with Nolan North. Spec Ops is a pretty good game. I really like that one. If any of you guys didn't play Spec Ops just because you thought it would be another Call of Duty style game, definitely check it out. It's not that at all. It's not your traditional military shooter, is I guess what I'm trying to say. It has its very compelling story. It's not what you'd expect. So if you haven't played Spec Ops, definitely do it. It's not very long, and it's really good. Best adapted video game. Not Epic Mickey 2. That was terrible. That was the only game I started this year where I quit where it wasn't because I wanted to play something else. Like, I quit Epic Mickey 2 because it was just terrible. I could not get into it. I didn't know what was going on. It was just not fun for me at all. I did not like that game. Lego Batman 2, very good. Best Superman game was a Batman game. I think Lego Batman 2 actually is probably the best Lego game they've ever done. Even compared to Lego Lord of the Rings, which is also really good. Just having that big open, at the end of the game, where you just have all the collectibles left. You have all of Gotham City to explore. And you can use any of the characters. I think that was really cool. That was really good. Really well done. Gotham City was very well represented. The Walking Dead or Transformers? So best adaptation. It's between these two. Transformers was good, but it's not the same level as these two are. And I think Walking Dead was better than that. Even though this is a pretty close second, we'll go with Walking Dead. Best DLC. That's a strange category. Not Dawn Guard. I'm so mad at Dawn Guard. I'm kind of irritated that Bethesda still, a year and a month after the games came out, they still cannot get the DLC to work on the PS3. That just blows my mind. They're supposed to be like one of the most prestigious gaming companies, and they can't handle that. I don't know. That just doesn't make sense to me. But that's a different topic. Leviathan in Mass Effect 3. The Necromancer, my favorite character in Borderlands 2. Or the Perpetual Testing Initiative in Portal 2. I didn't play Portal 2, so I have no idea what this is. Okay, now looking at the picture, I know what this is. I heard a lot of people talking about this and how cool it was. I think I'm a really bad judge in this, because I didn't play Mass Effect 3. I didn't play this, and I'm mad at the company. I'm kind of biased on that one. Since the Necromancer didn't actually do anything for the game, it just adds another character. I don't really think that is the same. I don't know, when I think DLC, I think it should be like story content added to the game, like Leviathan and Dawn Guard. Now, just based off of what I know about the two of them, even though I'm mad at the company, I'm going to go with Dawn Guard, because Leviathan, I think, just... Now I'm confused. Because I didn't play Mass Effect 3, so I don't really know. If Leviathan was what they did to fix the ending of the game, then I'd go with Dawn Guard. If Leviathan was not that, and this was the DLC they made I don't remember if it was before or after, then I'd go with that. So I don't really know which one I'd go with, but based on what this is, makes my decision between one of those two. I don't know. I'm trying to think what DLC came out that I actually did like. There was something that I played and I liked and I wanted more of it. I'm trying to remember what it was. It'll come to me as soon as I finish recording this. Yeah, I can't remember what it is. If I remember, I'll leave it in the description. But there was some DLC that I remember I bought. Wasn't Harley Quinn Revenge? I think that came out this year. I'm pretty sure it did. That should be on this list. Because that was pretty good. That was like a perfect example of what I think should belong in this category. But since that's not, I guess we'll go with Dawn Guard. And we'll go to Best Downloadable Game. Not Fez, due to the bugs and unwillingness to fix it. Journey, Sound Shapes, The Walking Dead. Absolutely Walking Dead. I can't really decide which one would be second between these two. Probably Sound Shapes. I don't know, but Game of the Year, Walking Dead, absolutely. It was something that lasted all year, kept me hooked from beginning to end, and I still want to go back and play it again. I can't wait till the second season. All right, Best Social Game. Draw Something. Remember that? That lasted like 2 weeks, and then it died out. Marvel Avengers Alliance. I don't even know what this is. SimCity Social. I don't know what that is either. And you don't know Jack. I don't think this is talking about the console game that came out. So I don't know what this is. This is a weird category. I don't even know. The only thing I know what it is Draw Something. And I don't think that was really the best anything. So I'm going to have to skip this one too, because I don't think Draw Something should win anything. That doesn't make sense to me. But we'll go to the viewer of most anticipated game. BioShock Infinite, Grand Theft Auto 5, South Park, Last of Us, and Tomb Raider. Where is Beyond Two Souls? Why is that not on this list? That's my most anticipated game for next year. Although Last of Us is a pretty close second. It's high up there. I'm looking forward to Tomb Raider. I'm looking forward to Dead Space 3. Looking forward to BioShock. But since Beyond Two Souls isn't on there, we'll go with The Last of Us. Very curious to see what Naughty Dog can do now that they're done with Uncharted. Character of the Year. Connor, Commander Shepard, Claptrap. That's weird. Or Master Chief. Or Raoul I know who he is, but he was not Character of the Year. We'll just go back to 4. I don't understand why Claptrap would be on this list. I guess because your character doesn't talk. But I think Handsome Jack was a better character than Claptrap. You know who should be on this list? The Vaz from Far Cry 3. I don't know what it is, but whenever there's the cutscenes with that guy, I really like that character. I think he's pretty interesting. Connor is an Ezio, and it's weird. I don't really like Connor too much. Commander Shepard doesn't really do anything for me because I can't get into Mass Effect. So I guess because of that, we'd have to go with Master Chief. It's kind of weird. If someone would ask me who's the character of the year, I would never consider myself saying Master Chief, but based on this list, that's what I have to go with. And I think that's all the categories. So, the VGAs air December 7th, which is tonight, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be watching them. Hopefully we get some cool announcements, get some new info on some stuff that's coming out next year. Looking forward to watching it, seeing who actually ends up winning all these. But yeah, that's everything I'd vote for. Let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree with any of my nominee choices. There's only a couple categories where I wish there was a couple things added to it. But overall, I think they did a pretty good job. They put my game of the year in for the running, so I was happy about that. Like right when I finished Walking Dead, I knew right then that was the game of the year, my game of the year pick. So I was pretty glad to see that on this list. But let me know what your game of the year was, and also I'm curious to see what games are you most anticipating next year. I think that's the question I'd like to know most from all of you, is what game are you most anticipating next year? Like I said, for me it's Beyond Two Souls. I think that's gonna be great. But I'm curious to see what you guys would pick. It also helped me decide on what priorities I'll take on some of my playthroughs. I'm gonna try to play through most of everything next year. I kind of got, I don't know, early in the year it was hard for me to make videos, and then in the middle I kind of got out of it for a little bit, took a break. At the end, I got my new computer and everything was perfect, and I'm able to do things really fast now. So next year I'll be able to play a lot more than what I did this year. So looking forward to that. Yeah, hope you guys check out the VGAs. Also, if you guys want to do this same type of thing, leave a video response to this video. Just let me know what your picks are. I'd be curious to see that. That'd be interesting. So if any of you guys want to do that, I would be interested to watch it. So hopefully I get some feedback from you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, leave it a quick like, and I will see you in some of my future videos. We have a few playthrough videos coming out tonight. What is it? I know Walking Dead's still being posted. That should actually be wrapping up pretty soon. I've also got new Super Mario Bros. U. Ni no Kuni, the demos should be starting today. I think that's it. I'm not doing a walkthrough of Far Cry 3. I'm playing that while things are editing and rendering and stuff. So every once in a while I like to just play a game, not have to worry about anything. So that's what I'm doing with that one. But yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.